There are several features in Master Planner that you need to know about in order to be a subscriber to Master Planner and get the most use out of it. Let me go through the navigation bar first and show you some of the things that you need to know. First of all, if you want to submit an event, you basically click on the Submit Event tab and you can have access to all of our editorial features so that you can submit an event. If you want to find something in our calendars, you can find out who's attending an event in terms of the types of people, the chairs of an event, the actual events themselves, who's being honored in an event, who's hosting events, a whole deep dossier of the who is actually organizing the events, the top 100 annual events in a particular market, who is speaking at a particular event, and who is sponsoring an event and which venues. We also have specialized calendars on the arts and award shows and the cancer community and conferences, faith-based events, fashion events, film events, financial events, fundraising events, gay and lesbian events, health events, media, openings, and political events. We also have access to the directories from BizBash on the suppliers of the industry and the venues. And also you can subscribe to other markets. In this case, you can subscribe to Los Angeles or Washington or New York. And if you want to subscribe, other than getting the free 7 days of information and deep information, you can subscribe by clicking this button here. If you go to the heart of our site, you will see the 7 days of the next events. And it is not content that we pull off of other electronic sources. What we do is we research each event and we actually vet each event and curate each event so that we know that you're getting the right information. In each listing, you have the name of the organization, you have the name of the event itself, you have what type of event it is, where it's going to be, and if you're a subscriber, you actually have the email of the person that is actually hosting the event. We also, if you expand the service, you have the event address and you have the website for the event, and also we tag things in about 50 to 100 different ways so that you can sort the information in all sorts of ways. If you want to search for a date, you basically can click up here. It's easier to do the next 90 days, for example, and you want to type in the word American Express. You can see all the events that American Express are involved in any way, shape, or form just by doing this search on top here. And here are the events that American Express are either sponsoring or hosting or have something to do with. So it's a very powerful tool on that. If you want to find out who's being honored at a particular event, let's say we want to find out all the people that are being honored in the next 7 days. We click on here, actually the next 90 days, and here are the names of all the people that are being honored in the next 90 days. And let's say we want to find out what event let's find a good one here, that Carl Icahn is being honored at. You click on that, and you can see that on Tuesday, March 16th, Carl Icahn is being honored at the New York Police Foundation. If you can expand that information, you can get the information on the information. And if, let's say, you want to keep track of that particular event so that you know that you're doing an event on the same day, you can monitor that date by clicking this BizBash Master Planner Monitor, and you will get an email anytime there is that organization is changing or someone else is adding an event to that date, and so you can add it to your monitor and you can keep track of all of the events that may conflict with your date. You can also find out, let's say you want to find out what events were happening last year this date. You can click on the last year's calendar, because many times you may not get a listing, but you can use the intelligence of last year and interpret what events may happen on that particular date. And that's a very powerful tool as well. So that is, those are just a couple of things that you can use. If you want to get a newsletter from BizBash called The Next 7 Days on Master Planner, you can click and type your name and email in here, and you will simply get an email that looks something like this. It is a newsletter that has all the events that are happening for 7 days, if you see down here. But we have basically taken all of the data and broken it up into just information that is useful to you, like who is sponsoring that week, You see that Bacardi is sponsoring an event, or BNP Paribas is sponsoring an event. Who is chairing the event? Who is speaking at an event? What kind of groups are attending? There's events for families and arts, for example. What kind of events are happening that particular week? You have auctions and baseballs and benefit performances. What causes are actually hosting events that week? So it's very, very, very in-depth information. And we've basically broken it down so that you're looking at the data in a whole different way. And it's very powerful for people that are in the event industry